So about 8 years ago, I was in a car accident and I had whiplash and, had gone to see chiropractors, massage therapists, all that kind of stuff. And my friend that's a massage therapist at the Wellness Wheel is the one that sent us to Dr. Salas, or recommended him. And so I always had this problem with my neck since I had the car accident. Like my neck always hurt, always hurt, always hurt. And I thought, well, maybe Dr. Salas can help with that. So, I decided to go and see him. And, so I went and he, did like his assessment and that sort of thing and said, I think it's actually your gallbladder is what's causing your neck to hurt. And I was like, that's interesting because I didn't tell him anything other than like my neck kind of bothered me. But I'd had gallbladder pains for like years, but it just wasn't like horrible, but I knew it was my gallbladder bothering me. And I was like, that's interesting that, he would tell me that I think it's actually your gallbladder causing your neck problems. So I went through the whole detox protocol that he had me do, and I started to feel better. And the thing that I noticed was that I always had a headache. Like I had a headache every single day, but I didn't realize I had a headache every single day because you just kind of get used to that's how you feel. And after I'd gone through the detox protocol, I was like, I don't have a headache. Like I had no idea that this is what people live like without headaches, And so that was really exciting. And I also felt like I was always in a fog. Like I didn't know that that's how I felt, but I always felt kind of drained, kind of tired, and that sort of thing. And then as I went through the detox protocol and, didn't eat gluten and that sort of thing, I didn't really have that fog, that brain fog anymore. So I've always, well, I don't say always, but I've run like a lot. That's, that's something that I do a lot is like run and work out with my friends and, just do things with the family and the kids and, playing in the backyard and stuff with them. But as far as my running, like I would be out running with my friends and we would like run a mile and I'd be like, I'm so tired. Like I should not be so tired, but literally like I could lay down on the path and take a nap. I'm just that tired. Like my legs are so tired. I just feel so drained, which is not normal, And so as I went through the detox protocol, I was like, well, I'm not tired. My friends were like, well, you're not complaining that your legs hurt. Like you're like running like with us and it, it's just completely different. So I just noticed that I was improving as, the process went on. I was getting better and better. I mean, probably like in the first month, it was probably, was like going through the detox and stuff. So probably like within the first month, I started noticing like the changes a little bit. But I would have like a headache, like I might have like 3 headaches in a week as opposed to like a headache every single day. And so the first time I noticed like, wow, I didn't have a headache every day. That's crazy. And then, as it went on, like the next, few months, I was like, I don't have headaches anymore. And I don't feel tired and I don't feel exhausted and I can, get up and, run and then go and do all the things with the kids that I need to do and stuff. So, like before I felt like I was just, dragging myself out there and I was just, trying to do it and I would accomplish it, but like, I just wasn't doing as good as I wanted to be doing. And now I run a lot faster and I feel stronger when I run. Like I used to like, running up hills would be like, oh my gosh, I have to run up this hill. And now like I don't even realize that I ran up the hill. And it's kind of like an emotional change also because like you look at things a little bit differently when you feel better as opposed to when you're so tired and so drained. So now I don't look at it as like, oh my gosh, I have to run up. And I'm like, oh look, I'm just gonna run up it. And it's a completely different experience. And also I've, been able to run a lot faster. Like, when I first started the process, from the first time I started the process to the last half marathon that I ran, like my time improved by 11 minutes, which doesn't really happen, in the running world. So usually you get slower as you get older, but I'm happy to get faster. I recommend Dr. Salas to anyone, but especially to people that feel like they've struggled with not feeling well for whatever their particular reason is, and they feel like, the traditional, medicine has not been able to help them. Definitely the people that feel like they, have nowhere else to go, and like no one's really listening to them, and, they've just kind of given up. So my name is Ann, and I love spending time with my family, and I love running, and just being outside and doing lots of things outdoors, and I am a patient of Dr. Salas.